So I'm here with Trent Lean from Suzuki MX1 Australia. MX1, that's for you, Toby, right there, mate. Trent, mate, you've been around the pits for a long time. You're leading the Masters class now. But interesting to see that Suzuki really sort of stepped up their presence this year.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, they did. They thought they'd give it a go, and we're getting some good support from Suzuki, and obviously Toby. He's always been there for us, so it's good, and the product's good. You know, I'm riding an RMX, and it's just an easy bike to ride, I suppose. It feels good. I feel like a 20-year-old again, Annie. I don't know how long that'll last, but no, it's nice, and the bike's working, and the whole team's sort of coming ahead in leaps and bounds. We wanted to structure a younger team with me sort of mentoring them a bit, I suppose, and helping them out, and the young guys are stepping up to the mark. You know, we've a couple of state titles we're hoping for, and you know, Lockie was on the winning Queensland Junior Trophy team. You know, the young
Lockie
guys,
Stanford. Yeah,
Lockie Stanford. Yeah, and yeah, young Nick's he's running second in the Aussies in the States. You know, all the boys are sort of stepping up and riding well, so it makes it easy for me, I suppose, and makes the team look good, I guess. So.
Talking about making it easy for you, well, I don't want to say you inherited the lead, but you probably have, haven't you? I mean, the great Jeff Ballard, you know, he's decided to hang up the boots after the first round this year, mate. You guys have had some good battles over the years, but now you're leading the class yourself. Yeah,
I thought, yeah, we've had great battles over the years, and I kind of thought this year that, you know, it would continue, which I was looking forward to, and you know, I've beat him on some times, and then he's gone and injured himself and didn't ride South Australia, and he pulled out one round in Bulladoola at the first round, and but I think the way I felt after the 4-day, I think that I might have been able to give it to him anyway. You know, I feel good on the bike, and I'm confident. You know, I'm not taking anything away from Jeff because he's a fantastic rider, and he always seems to step up under pressure. And but yeah, I thought I was up for the challenge. But anyway, it hasn't eventuated, and Cashy and Ian Jenner and the boys, they're all and Clarkey this weekend. He's had a good ride. You know, he hasn't ridden them all, but he's still on it, and yeah, we're having some good battles. But yeah, without GB there. But anyway, it's all good.
Mate, looking ahead, obviously running a team's pretty busy, but running around really busy. You're part of the Dungog motorcycle club up there. I think back a few months back, you had so much rain. Unfortunately, had to cancel that round. Couldn't find an alternative date, but you guys are running something on October 2-3, long weekend coming up. Just tell us a little bit about that up there at Salisbury, which is about, what, 40k north of Dungog?
Yeah, 40 odd k's northwest of Dungog. Yeah, we missed out on the enduro that we'd hoped to run in June because of rain and detrimental to the environment and all those reasons. But yeah, we're doing hosting the last round of the Australian Off-Road Championship as well as the state round. We're hoping for a cross country on the first day, weather permitting. And the sprint format on the second day, but at the end of the first day we're going to have our John Hall Memorial Extreme Challenge again. I'm just waiting to hear from Jan and Denise about that, whether they can confirm that we can make it part of the Aussies, just that standalone event. A fantastic event and a good atmosphere, that thing, because everyone can stand so close to the creek, and yeah, we're hoping that it'll work out well. The Forest 300, I'm hoping for the last weekend in February, be the opener of the AORC, so that'll be our Forest 300 for next season. It'll be our opener. I've had a verbal from the forestry agreement, so yeah, full steam ahead. I'm burning the boys out in the club. They're never going to forgive me, but anyway, we're going to see if we can make it happen this time around. So.
Well, look, it must be disappointing. Those guys work for months on the course, and because of the weather completely out of their control, does it leave them really deflated? What do you do with a bunch of volunteers who put in that much effort?
Oh well, you buy them lots of beers, I suppose, and give them a barbecue, and hopefully they hang around and and yeah, come and help out again. Yeah, it's kind of hard. They're all volunteers and they all work, and there's a lot of guys. Everyone does what they can, I suppose. It always seems like some blokes do more than others, but if everyone pitches in a little bit, it makes the job easier. And yeah, it's just a lot of work. 17 weeks for that Forest 300 to have it washed out. The week before, very disappointing. And yeah, everything was ready to go. Tests were bunted, everything. And anyway, the permits are still standing, so hopefully, we'll get it across the line in February. It'll be a great opener, and yeah, community's behind us. We've got council's great, everyone's in favour, so we'll push ahead with it. And
well, you're right about that. There's the community up around the Dungog area is just like, I think Lord Mayor's a bloody dirt biker up there. But is February too early, Trent? A little bit of talk in the pits today. It's too hot. We're not going to be ready. Is February too early for the opening round of the AORC?
Well, we thought about it, but we raced Bulladoola last weekend in February across country in 36 degree, 38 degree heat. I figured, you know, we're doing an enduro. Yeah, you're going to be wicking it up for as fast as you can in the test, but you know, you're on the trail and it's cruisy, a bit of altitude in the forest, you know, and it's always cooler up there, and it's nice and cool down through the creek. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be hot on the test, you know, and that final moto on the Saturday afternoon in the showground, it'll be hot, but then it's into the evening, and you know, I think weather-wise, you know, we're hoping that the rain will hold off, but I think the heat won't be an issue. Yeah, I think it'll be good, you know. I don't think it'll be too much of a concern for everyone. There's no massive hills they've got to push up or crawl up or fight their way through or anything, so, you know, they won't fatigue themselves or heat dehydration or anything in those conditions, so I think it'll be right.
Listen, all the best up there for Salisbury in, what, about 3 weeks time now, and then, of course, we've got the presentation at the Dungog RSL, where anyone can come along to that?
Anyone can come along to that. We'll send an email out. We'd like to know in advance because we'll got to set the menu and all that sort of thing, and probably have to pay a deposit, get all that stuff sorted. So yeah, we'd like to know if people intend to come so we can sort of cater for it, I suppose. And no, it'll be good. We're going to have video footage and all that, and slideshows running while before Prezzo in the RSL, and a bit of an after party down at the Bank Hotel, I suppose. We'll take the rowdy ones out of the RSL to the pub. I think might be a good move.
I can feel it. I've had a couple of nights in Dungog, mate. Well, listen, all the best, mate. Good to talk to you, Trent.
Great. Thanks very much, Andy.